Demons look real good. Look real good. Hey guys, it's Double K Nation. I'm Kiara. Welcome back to another video. Today, yet again, it's me. We are doing yet another episode of my Finding Key series, or for my Finding Key series. And the topic for today is being unequally yoked. Y'all already know. Or y'all have probably gathered. I've been in quite a few, I don't want to say quite a few relationships. I've had one relationship, and I've talked to a few guys, quite a few guys, where now that I'm older, now that I'm wiser, I realize I was unequally yoked in those relationships. So one thing we're gonna always do is start with the word, okay? It's in 2 Corinthians 6:14. I'll put it on the screen. Do not be yoked together with those who do not believe. For what partnership is there between righteousness and lawlessness? Or what fellowship does light have with darkness? So you can kind of take it as just, being unequally yoked in romantic relationships, but that's not the only type of relationship that we have. We have family relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, workplace relationships, all kinds of things like that. And the place that I saw it in the most was my romantic relationships. For example, y'all already know about Dwayne. Y'all know that whole situation about Dwayne. If you don't, go back and watch my coffee date vlog. I did a story time about him in there. Y'all can get, all the tea and everything about that. And then I also mentioned him briefly in the Navigating Singleness While Practicing Abstinence video. So y'all should be able to get all the tea about that in those two videos. And then come back here and y'all gonna be like, well, we already know why we're here. He had a lot going on. One of the main things being he did not go to church. There were a few things that he did that gave me a hint at him being Christian, or maybe even having a relationship with God. Like, he prayed before he ate every time. I'm like, oh, he has a relationship. But he never came out and said that. I never saw him reading his Bible. None of that. I don't even know if the man owns a Bible. You know what I'm saying? And here I am, just offering my life, offering my, my peace, offering me. And don't even know if this man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was not confirmed. It was never confirmed. And at this point, I'm convinced he just does not. Demons look real good. Look real good. To be honest with you. But yeah, and then it was this other guy that I talked to. We're going to call him Legs. He also, y'all, okay, I don't know what it is. Because I know I'm not the only Christian girly that, I guess you can't say I did have a type. Because what video is that? I think it was our lessons we learned in 2023 video. I said I didn't have a type. I did have a type. I liked drug dealers. I liked hood dudes. I like dudes who was in the street, just had, a little rough edge. I liked bad boys. Kind of all of those things wrapped up in one, basically. So, a hood dude who was a drug dealer, who was a bad boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, that trope just, you know what I'm saying? But girlies get it. But that just used to be what I wanted. Because they say that girls generally go for guys that are like their daddy. That's how my daddy was. The man that he is now, like, I want a man like that. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Like, he's there. He has it. And I'm like, of course it makes sense now why I liked those guys or wanted to be with those guys. That was my type at the time. But since I've healed, since I've matured, and since I've grown in my relationship with God, it's like I was unequally yoked. And I can stand firm and say that. These men did not have a relationship with God. Like, at all. Didn't go to church, which I'm not saying. You know what I am saying? Let's just be real. I am saying I need a man that goes to church, but not only goes to church, like your life reflects your relationship with God. I need to see that. I need to see, what you do when you're going through, how you react, like, what is your first response? Of course, for years, my first response was not to pray. It was not to pray. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be real with y'all. It was not to pray. I was going off. I was cussing. I was down for whatever. I was ready to nuck if you bucked. Like, it was what it was. But again, I'm 26 now. We don't do that. I gotta pray. Because if I don't go to the throne, if I don't get at his feet, Lil Key, which is the old me, she will rise up. And I'm trying to keep that girl buried. Okay? She be trying to come up. No. You will not see the light of day. You were dead, girl. Dead. We don't do that no more. But yeah, so it was years of this. And honestly, even last year, let's be real, even last year, Unequally Yoked, which y'all already know. Again, if you don't know, go check those videos out. But Unequally Yoked. And then in friendships, I realized that you can be unequally yoked in friendships. You can be unequally yoked with a job. There was two jobs now that I had, and God would be showing me stuff, and I didn't realize at the time that he was trying to like prepare me for an exit. And that job that I got, that I dream job at the time, that was the one that God was showing me signs that he was going to have to remove me because it was demonic. It was some evil spirits for sure there, and it was just some stuff going on that he didn't need me to be a part of. Of course, at the time, I was really devastated when I lost that job, but again, it just comes back to being unequally yoked. God called us not to be unequally yoked. How can light rule with darkness? It don't work like that, which is why we have day and night. So, and again, friendships, you just have to be mindful of what God is showing you. If God is removing somebody from your life, or if he is calling you to end a friendship, you just have to be mindful of that and adhere to his warnings, and honestly, be obedient. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna suck. I did not want to stop talking to Dwayne, as y'all know. But then I put myself through 4 extra months of foolishness for no reason and spent it was going to be a year. We're going to say it was like 11 months. Spent a whole 11 months healing from him. And then, of course, everything that happened. But I just did not want to believe like he was not supposed to be in my life. Girl. And to be honest with y'all, nothing that any guy ever did it didn't align with my lifestyle. I want to be in the medical field, and that calls for a lot of licensing, that calls for a lot of certificates and all of that through the state. The things that these men were doing, like, girl, how did you think this was gonna work? If God is trying to remove it, let him. I've just had to take my hands off of it and be like, okay. Losing friends that I was cool with for over 10 years, a whole decade plus, like, that sucked. It sucks. Let's be honest about it. It absolutely does suck. It hurts. But at the end of the day, I realized, of course, after the fact, what God was removing me for, or why God was removing them, or what he was protecting me from. Because he knows what's going to go on in our life. So he knows what seasons are coming up next for all of us. So if he knows that you're about to go through a very tumultuous, very emotionally exertive season, and he knows that you're not going to be able to steward that friendship well, or they're not going to be able to steward y'all's friendship well, he's going to remove somebody. He's going to have to remove one of us to protect us from the other. So from now on, I am taking it as God protecting me. Because his rejection is his redirection. You know what I'm saying? His rejection is our protection at the end of the day. God already knows. He sees all, he knows all, he's everywhere. So he already knows what is going on. And he even knows when your friends just are not your friends. You think they are, but they're not. So it just comes down to all of that. And he placed it on my heart to speak about this, which of course, clearly I have enough background, to speak on it. But at the end of the day, I'm still willing to learn. I'm still open to learn because I don't know it all. But what I do know, I'm going to share if he puts it on my heart because somebody else needs this, not just me. And honestly, I go back and rewatch our videos all the time. So it's not just for y'all, it's for me too. Girl, quit. If he tell you that man is a no, it's a no. Go. Quit trying to hold on to these men and women. Okay? I said man because I'm speaking to me. But men too. Y'all, let the woman go. Especially us that are practicing abstinence and celibacy. We can no longer keep just going on with these people that just aren't on the same page as us. Why am I going to keep dealing with a man that clearly is not waiting until marriage? Why am I going to keep doing that? It's not helping me at all. Y'all heard what happened? Like, it's not helping me. It's not benefiting me. Not that your relationships have to benefit you, but at the end of the day, I think they kind of do. Spiritually, I want to be, you know what I'm saying? I want to be led. And you know what? These people be spirit blockers, spiritual blinders also. So we need to make sure we're doing what we need to do. But that's pretty much it. That's going to bring us to the end of this video. Again, always stay tuned for more Finding Key content, Mama Kai content from my sister, Double K Nation content, and Life with Double K Nation content. We hope you all enjoyed. We would like it if you'd all leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you later, lovelies.